Hi, my name is Rick, and before anything else, I would like to thank you, Virtual Vitality. I received your comment, and I just want to let you know that I'm not angry. As a matter of fact, I was happy when I saw your comment, when I spoke about atheism and why Christians aren't focusing the West. Now, today, what I'm trying to share you or to everybody here who are listening is not something to do with the missions or the missionary, why they are going to the West, but I want to talk something like atheism. Well, when you talk about atheism, when we talk about the sun and the moon, when we talk about the ecology, how does the Big Bang theory occur, you know what, we're just gonna end up getting confused. But there's a secret to that. There's a secret answer, so that we will not gonna waste time, and we're going to understand exactly what Christianity is all about and what atheism is all about. Earlier I shared to you that atheism has two factors. First, the whites are the whites, and when they open their eyes, they are already Christians, and basically they have their fundamentals about Christianity. And one of the factors why they became atheists, simply because they got mad with God. Perhaps their prayer were not answered. Well, I'm sorry about to you, Virtual. Would you mind if I call you Virtual? Because that's what the name you have just written down in your message when you emailed me or when you made a comment. Well, another factor is that atheism, I really don't believe that there is really a Westerners or a white guy who are really an atheist, because basically, you know what, they're all Christians. They came from one clan. They all came from Europe. I knew that. As I said earlier, when I was still a little boy, most of my friends are white until I grew up. And one of my best friends are staying in Great Britain, and he's agnostic. But it doesn't matter. We are still friends. This is friendship fellowship. It has nothing to do with religion. No matter who you are, whether you're a Muslim, you're a Buddhist, whether you're a Catholic or a Methodist, I don't care. God died once and for all. When you talk about God, you don't talk about religion. You don't talk about sectors or sectarian, or how do you call that? Non-sectarian group. I can no longer remember those terms. But to make the story short, it doesn't matter for me whether you're a Christian or whatever you are. As long as you're a human being, treating good to animals, and how much more to humans. But now I want to get straight to the point. Talking about atheism, why you don't believe in God? Why? I already mentioned you the two factors. First, you don't believe in God because God didn't answer your prayer. Second, it's impossible for you to believe in God, not to believe in God, because you came from a Christian fundamentals. When you open up your eyes, you're already a Christian. And the reason why you no longer believe in Christianity, because you don't see in the lives of many Christians the qualities of Jesus Christ. That's why you were tempted to imagine or think that I don't think Christianity is real, because it doesn't show in the lives of Christians. But remember, my friend, we are all human beings. Whether you're Christian, whether you're Buddhist, whatever you are, no matter how high is your rank in the church, we are still human beings. All we need to do to have is to understand each other, love each other, respect each other's beliefs if you also want to be respected. But now, you know, I'm getting far, because my intention here in this YouTube is to explain to you about atheism. Why atheism and agnosticism? Again, if there is such a word, but I will be the one to create that word. Agnosticism means agnostic. Agnostic means you're not sure whether there is God or not. Atheism means I don't believe in God at all. Look, there are different kinds of science. It's not only natural science. We have social sciences, we have logical science, we have philosophical science, so on and so forth. Now, let's not complicate things, okay? Let's try to create a scenario wherein you will going to realize whether or not God really exists. Now, let me ask you a question. Don't worry. It's just very simple. Don't worry again. You are not going to answer. I'll be the one to answer this one. And it will make you believe that indeed there is God. Look, there is what you call creation and creator. The logic here is that there is no creation if there is no creator, or there will be no creator if there is no creation. If I ask you who created the universe, I don't think you can answer me. But we Christians can answer you. Take note. But if we will ask you who created the moon and the stars, you atheist or agnostic, I'm not trying to judge you. I'm just talking facts. You cannot answer me. You can never answer me. Because I don't know why. It's up for you to think. I don't want to answer. You might get offended, okay? I don't want to offend anyone. I want to be friend to everybody. If there is a creation, again, there is a creator. Now, who created the moon and the stars? I tell you, it is the creator who created those creations. Excuse me. Now, who is the creator? You try to check in the dictionary. In some other translation, it says a supernatural. And supernatural, in another translation, again, it talks about God. Now, when you talk about God, it's already obvious. It becomes apparent. Or you're making the obvious apparent. Okay? Philosophically. When you talk about that, then it answers your questions that you should believe in God, whether you're an agnostic or atheist, because I'm now telling you, if there's no creation, there is no creator. If there's no creator, there's no creation. I ask you, who created the universe? You can never answer that, but I can answer you. It's the creator. Going deeper, who is the creator? Of course, that is, okay, let's go step by step. The supernatural, meaning it is not a subhuman nor human, but it is higher than human. And talking about higher than human, that is supernatural being. And when you check in the dictionary, you can see that supernatural being is God. He is the creator. So if you don't believe that there is God, then you should believe that there is creator. So when you say you believe that there is a creator, then you are just simply saying that you believe in God. Now I caught you. This is how simple it is. You don't have to complicate talking about the solar system, about the Big Bang Theory. talking about the universe, about the moon, the stars, interpreting all those things scientifically, talking about the zoology of things. You don't have to do it anyway. Because you know what? The wisdom of God is greater than anything else. According to the book of Psalms, it says that the wisdom of God causes the rivers to flow. Imagine that. It causes the rivers to flow. Okay, talking about the Bible. Who created the Bible? Man, he says it's only man. Yes, it's man. But they were inspired by the Holy Spirit. Especially when you talk about Jesus Christ, there were several eyewitnesses. When you talk about eyewitnesses, it's admissible in court. Okay? And these eyewitnesses, I'm not only talking to you right now in YouTube, just simply a voice coming out from my mouth, but what I'm saying is supported by the book of encyclopedias. There are a lot of encyclopedias. We have the Encyclopedia Britannica, we have the Encyclopedia America, and we also have the Book of Knowledge. We have the history book. You went to high school, you went to college. Some of you went to college, but of course most of you went to high school. You read that, right? So it is supported. If not in your college or high school books, you try to make a deeper research. Because I'm a graduate in the Bible school. I'm not trying to brag you, but I made a careful study, because sometimes I'm just human being. I also got doubt, especially just like what I shared earlier. Every time my prayer wasn't answered, I got mad with God. To be honest with you, I don't want to be hypocrite, but that's only short-lived. I mean, it will not take longer. Going back to what I'm saying, the Bible in Latin, they call it Biblias, meaning it's the compilation of books. So they're a combination of books being compiled together, and that was proven by historians or proven by history books. If you don't believe me, you go to the library and check. Because I am not waggling you. I'm not trying to waffle here. It's a great sin to God that if I will be waffling you, or I will be, trying to invent stories. No, I'm not doing that. And as a matter of fact, one of the reasons why I'm sharing here, because I want to testify you personally that I myself is also a witness about the existence of Jesus Christ. Because before, when I haven't accepted the Lord yet, I was so stupid. I lived in a worldly life with a variety of stupidity. But you know what? During the time, every time I want to do good, because every human being has the desire to do what is right, I cannot do it. But when I accepted the Lord Jesus Christ in my life, and when I repented all my sins, and I let Him reign over me and take over me, little by little, I discovered myself are already changing. Where it was changing. And today, if you're gonna ask me, just to make the story short, there are so many things in this world I want to do, because I'm still a human being. I'm not a supernatural being. I have the flesh. I have the desire of the flesh. You know what I'm talking about. But I just cannot do it. I cannot do those things anymore. Before, all the bad things that I don't want to do, all the bad things that all the good things that I wanted to do, I cannot do. But now all the bad things that I wanted to do, I cannot do anymore. So these are the changes. This is a testimony what I am telling you about how God transformed me, because He died on the cross He is in heaven.